Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this very festive episode of the Beyond the Red Door podcast. Of course, I'm always joined by my fabulous, fantastic co-host, Mr. Dominick Perry. And this time, we're joined by somebody that was on the pod recently, talking about some other stuff. But Hayden Bittinger's back on the pod. He's the are you the host or the co-host of this other podcast? Co-host of another podcast, the Real Recap Pod, and you'll kind of understand why we're kind of plugging that in what we're doing here. But gentlemen, how are we doing today?
Dude, I'm doing great. We had a work Christmas party today, so at a place called First and Bowl. So it's just getting full in the holiday season. Things are slowing down at work, but somehow they feel like they're in full swing. It never slows down, but it's that time of the year.
Mm-hmm.
As of today of recording, though, it's a magical 43 degrees where I'm at.
Wow.
So there goes all of the snow that I could have ever possibly imagined. So I'm a little sad. But the street that I live on is completely cleared out. They didn't salt it, but now I don't have to worry about it. I'm not paying when walking anymore to work.
Bro, this morning it started as 43 here in Minnesota, and by the time I left work at 3 o'clock, it was like 10 degrees, feels like -1, and we had a snowstorm.
No way.
And I was like, oh my God, this is terrible. My commute home was not very fun, just because people are stupid. But yeah, I've never seen a temperature swing like that, so that's been fun to navigate. Hayden, how about you? How you doing today?
Pretty good. It's been a nice week. Always feels a little bit long in school when you're like just waiting for a break, and it's like a full 2 weeks this year. So, but each day's been pretty fun. I've been kept good company by my students, who I'm sure will find this episode just like they found the last one.
Mr. B.
And yeah, the podcast stuff has been fun. And
when did you start that? Like pretty recently?
Yeah, I think like the official start was like November 19th.
Oh, okay.
And we just recorded our Christmas special yesterday, actually. So we had like a guest on for that, and it was pretty fun. We're like already planning out the first quarter of 2026. So yeah,
that's impressive. I like that. So yeah, I mean, I similar to you. Like, this is our last week of school too, so like all the kids have been pretty crazy at work, and
oh yeah,
I'm just ready to be done. I'm ready.
And then as the old saying goes, nothing happens in December. So, kids getting schoolwork done doesn't really exist.
No.
People trying to finish up things, but nothing gets done.
No, especially
I'm actually evil.
Oh yeah, you give them work or tests?
I had a test this week for my 7th graders. So, but I told them I'd reward them on Friday with Jeopardy. Okay. So,
fun. Well, I'm glad that we're you gentlemen are both doing really good here. So kind of what I alluded to at the beginning, like part of the reason we brought Hayden on for this Christmas pod, we're doing our each individual top 5 Christmas movies. So it took a little bit of, we've been planning this for about a week, so hopefully we've got enough time to kind of come up with our arguments for everything. But I think the way it's going to work is we Hayden and I have very comically large whiteboards because we don't have little ones. And
I am going old school and thugging it out, quote unquote, with pen and paper, the classic way of a whiteboard, because they were out at the store. So, and I was like, I'm not going to another store. I don't care that I live in the city.
So what we're going to do is we're going to we're going to do a little countdown, and then we'll flip our whiteboards and piece of paper around and reveal our number 5 through 1. And then, like I said, we'll just kind of defend it, have some good discussion about it, and have some fun with this. But before we get started, I know Hayden has a couple of honorable mentions he wanted to talk about, and so did Dom. So let's go into those first, I think.
Dom, you go first.
Okay. So a couple honorable mentions that they are good Christmas movies, but I don't think that I want to rank them. I want to talk about. First off, The Night Before. Big fan of Seth Rogen comedy. It's dumb comedy. It's dumb humor. it gets me. It's like very near and dear to my heart.
I think Dom just likes putting it on here because of the runaway
uh, that is my honorable mention. It didn't make it to the list because these ones always like fill to me. And then a small honorable mention is the last 2 minutes of Toy Story 1 is Christmassy, and Toy Story makes it feel like a Christmas movie. I always kind of watch it in my December lineup. I usually do like one movie a day, but having Toy Story 2 specifically for those last 2 minutes of the Christmas scene just makes it feel like a Christmas movie.
Okay, valid. I hate it. What do you got?
Well, so mine are just kind of disclaimers so that I don't get killed after this, because it's usually a couple films that people are like shocked don't make it in. So I have two that like narrowly miss being the fifth spot, and my fifth spot I'll explain that when I get there. But like just barely missing the top five for me, I feel like the pretty controversial one is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Just barely misses it.
Okay.
I just was never that big on that movie compared to some other ones. And then I really want to put it in the top five because I feel like it is one of the best of all time. But again, the other ones just have a different place for me. But It's a Wonderful Life. It's like a must watch. Like I always plug that one. So it just didn't make my top five, but it absolutely belongs in discussions.
I feel like since I've moved in with my girlfriend, like we've started going through a bunch of like older Christmas movies, and I feel like I've started to get into like the sappy feel good ones. I don't know if any of them would make my top five either, but like we just watched White Christmas. That was really good.
Do you want to make a shout out real quick to all the Hallmark movies? You do good for what you do, but you're not making it on my top five.
Thanks for existing.
Yeah. Alrighty. So yeah, a couple honorable mentions. I think anything else you guys got?
Nothing I got. I'm ready to get into this and discuss it.
No, yeah. I have too many controversies in my brain. I could go on and on.
Alrighty. So let's. You guys got your stuff written down already?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not my top five. I'll write my number five down.
Just write number
the
five. The
big board.
Down. Up on the big board. The answer will be revealed. So let us know when you're ready. Hopefully Sean can see all these in the editing / videos.
Let's do it. Like flip some lighting here.
There you go. Okay. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Reveal.
Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be fun for on here.
Ooh, okay. So we've got Charlie Brown Christmas Story, and I've gone with How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I could have gone the animated one, but I'm going with the Jim Carrey one, 2000. Who wants to discuss first? I think we got some good picks here at the number 5.
You know what? I'll give a start. So I am a very like whimsical and like I don't say like dreamy type Christmas, but in the idea of it is so like I love the spirit of Christmas, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Charlie Brown Christmas just brings like a small little like childhood piece coming back to life every single year.
Mm-hmm.
It's a simple time. It's a simple like they're just doing kid stuff, and the animation feels so simple, and it's just nostalgic in a way of like it really makes me feel like content with the idea of the spirit of Christmas.
Okay, I got Snoopy on the
Snoopy's a homie.
Snoopy's a homie, especially when he's got like the big puffy jacket on. I would agree. It didn't personally make my top 5 either, but it's like one that I definitely try to like. It's on the list of Christmas movies when I make it at the beginning. I just think, I feel like you can't go through like any of the holidays without watching like the Peanuts like Christmas or the Peanuts like specials, right? So valid pick here, Dom. Hey, do you want to go next?
Yeah, I can. But Dom, 100%. Peanuts Christmas, the Charlie Brown Christmas we put that on as kids, so I definitely have saw that one a lot, and that's a good choice. And then Austin revealed Grinch, and I'm like, oh, I don't know how I don't have that one in my top 5, but it is good. The Jim Carrey one's super good.
There's 3 versions, right?
what was that? 3 versions of the
There's
Grinch.
3 versions now.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they had like the old animated one, and then you've got the Jim Carrey one, and then they just remade it recently, didn't they? Like a couple of years ago, another animated one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't personally say that I've watched the third one, but like I said, like my iteration of Holly Grinch, like I could go either one of them. Like I have another one on here that's you know, I guess it's not really animated, but like you know what I mean, like more whimsical, fun. But you know, this one is just so iconic. Jim Carrey brings the character to life. I think like just you know before live action was like a big thing, like being able to bring this character and this story together and you know have all the memes that live on from it is just it's so good. So and then it led to you know the live action Cat in the Hat, which is
Yeah,
just as good.
Jim Carrey's in another Christmas movie. I won't say which one yet in case it's coming up later for you guys, but he's just does good in that one too. Such a good job. So
Yeah. All right.
so the reason I picked Christmas Story, my 5 is always tough because I could switch between like 6 different Christmas movies, but I always come back to this one because every year when we would have Christmas at my house growing up, my parents were always big on like the TV channel that played A Christmas Story 24 hours. So like it was just tradition. Like every year we would watch The Christmas Story, and like so many of those scenes are stuck in my head, like the soap and going out to the restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
the leg lamp. My aunt and uncle actually have in their house, they have like a life-size like leg lamp that they always put out. They have like a Christmas Story theme, so it's big in the family. So I had to throw it on the list at least somewhere, you know.
Uh-huh. I'm glad that you brought up like the 24-hour like channels because I think that's my experience with it too. Like I to be honest, like I feel like it was only within the last couple of years I've actually sat down and watched the whole movie because it would just be playing on in the background and so I'd see like clips of it and just be like, okay, like I kind of know what's going on. And then I was like, I should probably actually sit down and like watch this through and through instead of just trying to piece together the little bits that I've seen. Um, but you're right. I think it's got a lot of you know very iconic scenes. Like I wouldn't be surprised if some other people have it in their top 5. Like you know, it's a fantastic movie. And the actor that plays the main character is in like is it what is it Arby's commercials right now? Like doing the same
Is
kind
he
of
really?
yeah.
No, I think it's Canes.
Oh, Canes, you're right. I think it's Canes.
Yeah.
So like they brought him back to just kind of do that, which is
I'm looking this
funny.
up right now because like there's no way.
Yeah, I saw him pop up in like a Canes ad on my phone, and I'm like,
He is. Oh my god.
that's so weird.
And they've got
What?
a bunch of swag like Christmas Story Cross Canes like stuff that you can buy. I'm just finding out as well, like plushies and T-shirts.
Look, Canes isn't that good, but that's another podcast.
Yeah, you know, I'm with you there, Dom. I think Canes is overrated. But yeah, so they're you know, I'd agree that I think that's a good pick, Aiden. That's a great pick. Okay. I mean, I kind of talked about Grinch already. I don't know if there's anything else that we need to add for Grinch. Do we want to do number 4?
Oh yeah, I can.
Number 4? All right. We all good for number 4?
I think so.
All right. Ready? Let's do a... Excuse me. Jeez. 3, 2, 1. Reveal. So we've got Tim Allen's a Santa Claus. You guys both chose a Santa Claus. I've got Christmas Vacation. Hayden, you're slandering it a little bit, but that's okay.
Oh gosh, don't listen to the podcast episode we just put out because I really go hard.
Okay. So you know, I feel like my defense of it would be like you know it's stupid comedy fun, right? Like you know, I think Chevy Chase might knock it down a couple points here now, but you know, it's a different story. But but like it's just like raunchy, stupid humor. Like those are the kind of movies I like. It might give an inkling about maybe some movies that are a little further down the line. But yeah, I just you know it's just stupid fun. It's got some funny moments. I remember like I think watching this for the first time as like a teenager, like in my aunt's house, like they had it on in the background, and I was like, oh my god, what is going on in this movie? So it's just yeah. Stupid fun, you know. as most of the National Lampoon movies are. So that's my defense of it. And I will say too, like Hayden and I had this discussion before we started, but like I feel like my 1 and 2 movies are like so far above everything else, and I was just kind of putting some movies that kind of not necessarily filler, like they're still in the top 5, but they're just clear, like so much further clear than the ones like 3 through 5. So this one's up there. I could see it maybe getting bounced here in the next couple of years as I continue watching these other movies. So give or take, right? All right, gentlemen, I'll let you talk about the Santa Claus.
Hayden, you first.
Okay. I feel like the first time I watched this movie, I was a lot younger. Like me and my brother, I want to say it was at my grandma's house. At least that's how I remember it. And I liked the idea behind it. Like, as a kid, you're very creative and your imagination kind of flows. So the concept of like, oh, well, if Santa ever did fall off the roof, then somebody else would have to take his place. Like, that's pretty funny. And I think a lot, I think the theme with my movies kind of in the middle here with my 3 and 4 are really centered around like the whole concept of like believing. And with, I know the little kid Charlie in this movie, like his parents kind of, trying to face everything with like the logic and facts, and like Santa, being a kid thing. And by the end of the movie, it's like, well, just have an open mind about things, that kind of message. I really just stuck with me as a kid, and I know they made 2 other ones.
I was about to ask, do you think that the like second and third one like either were needed or are good? Because like I feel like the first one is just so good that like the second, and especially I don't think the third one definitely didn't need to be made.
Wasn't needed. Like I get trilogies, but like no, it was not needed in so many ways, and I don't hate it for it. But I think the first one, if you just watch it as the first one, then it's like okay. But like if you have kids, yeah, sure, put them all on. But if you're going back, no need to watch them.
The second one is forgettable for me. Like I remember it'd been a long time, but last year I watched the second one for like the first time in ages. And so I was trying to remember like what the plot of that one was, and that's the one where he's got to get a wife. But then the third one is where like they're about to have like a kid.
Yeah.
And Jack Frost. I personally I like this third one more than the second one, but I think it's just because I'm such a fan of Martin Short playing Jack Frost as like the bad guy in that movie. He does a good job, and he's like a very charismatic actor. So I think like that one, it's fun, but those 2 are like nowhere near as good as the first one.
Yeah, I mean I would agree too. Like I just feel like and I feel like this is like the typical trope, right? Like the first ones are always usually pretty good, and like it's hard to make good follow-up sequels. So like, I just don't think it was needed. Dom, do you have anything else that you want to add for your defense of the Santa Claus in number 4?
Yeah. So my initial thought here is first and foremost, I think the Santa Claus just brings out, like Hayden was saying, like that that logic that parents try to say, but like it brings the magic out of Christmas, or like brings the magic, like draws it out, brings it out. I think it adds the spirit of Christmas. This theme that I'm going on here is the spirit of Christmas. I mean maybe like 2 and 1. Number 2 is a sidestep, but all of mine here are adding to the spirit of everything, and really the Santa Claus itself, right? The magic of believing in Santa Claus, the magic of how Santa is able to do all of this in one night, how Santa is, been going for hundreds and hundreds of years. Like, I think it's just a really great story idea of giving kids that magic, and just kind of adding to it. Like, I think it adds like a lot of little, like, there's a lot of little small jokes in there that are just so fun. And I think, I don't know, like I really, really like it. Like it just adds to it all. And it's been such a, blessing. It's like one of the first Christmas movies I really like got into as a kid. I think I remember watching it when I was like 6, I want to say.
Wow.
And it's just been almost like a yearly tradition. I think there's only been like a couple years where I haven't watched it in the Christmas season.
Very nice. Hopefully they don't decide to remake it. I don't think they could do it as good justice as they could the first one. All right, are you ready to do number 3?
Oh yeah, I have it written already. I kind of was doing that while you guys were explaining. So,
jeez, okay, maybe I need to start doing that too.
I figured I was behind
All right,
last time.
Hey, look, Sean has work to do this time.
That's true. The goal is to get this out before Christmas. We'll see if that happens.
You guys right? I heard a dish clatter, so I'm gonna go see what happened.
Oh jeez.
Okay. One I wanted to put for a honorable mention though is Hook, because that's also technically not a Christmas movie, but there's like a whole they're going to Christmas anyway.
Okay. I thought as we were sitting here, I thought of one that I'd maybe add to my honorable mentions. If you've ever watched like the Cartoon Network Christmas specials, the Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer is hilarious.
My grandma had that movie. She had the VCR version.
It's so good. Like, you know, obviously the whole plot around it is like that grandma gets run over and they accuse Santa Claus. Then like I think it's the aunt, right? Like sues Santa Claus for like a hit and run basically. And then, you know, the plot kind of goes out as it goes, but like you get to see Santa Claus like come to trial and them trying to find evidence to figure out if Santa Claus actually did the crime or not. But that's just one of those like memories that I, you know, like had as a kid, like watching Cartoon Network and just watching all the different like cartoon holiday specials, and then just seeing that one was just always so funny. We were talking about how grandma got run over by a reindeer, Hayden.
Oh yeah, I heard you guys talking. We had a lot of stuff like that too, where like for us, it was more like the Shreks and the Toy Stories would do like their Halloween or their Christmas things, and so like we would always catch those premiering when they premiered, like if they were on a Disney or like Nickelodeon or something. And I remember like when we were really little, the SpongeBob Christmas episode coming out, we watched like that one. And so yeah, I had like stuff like that more so than the like shorts, I suppose. It was always like the things we were interested in, and then they just had Christmas added to them pretty much.
For sure. Yeah, no, I'm the same way.
Scooby-Doo one. Scooby-Doo Christmas special movie.
I'm sure.
I'm sure there was, yeah.
Something, yeah. Thank you for the kitten cameo, Hayden.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome. That's why there was a dish sound in the room. So,
there's been a couple of Scooby-Doo Christmas specials. It looks like, although this one doesn't look like familiar to me. Haunted Holidays. Huh. I don't know. The one I was thinking of is like the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. That show slapped as a kid.
Oh yeah.
And there's the SpongeBob Christmas special, the Foster's Homes Christmas special.
I was thinking Foster's, yeah.
That's a good one too. Man, I miss that.
Okay,
show.
You ready?
Okay, yeah, I'm ready. Okay, so we got Home Alone, Polar Express. I've gone The Year Without a Santa Claus.
Ooh,
Too low down.
Okay.
Yeah. So we got some good variety here. Who wants to defend their movie first?
I will. I'll defend mine. Okay. So we're not going to stay too long in the theme of the spirit of Christmas here, because like we all know, like Kevin understands finally, like, oh my God, Christmas family. I want my family time, and it really makes you feel like family, right? It's great. It's wonderful. It's sweet. But the music, that's what sticks in my head every time I think of Christmas movies. I think of the music that plays during Home Alone.
God, it's so good.
Like, you know, like when he's like seeing all the ornaments and stuff. You know, like the sad, like the sappy music gets me every time, dude. And then like also like there's obviously Home Alone 2 with like the pigeon lady, like the whole like thing of Home Alone. But like on top of that already, yeah, the other funny scenes. We know about everything else. It's so wonderful. Like, you know, the robbers, great, phenomenal.
It's
the chaos,
such a good
the hilarity.
movie concept for like what year did it come out? 92 or something around then. I think I was looking.
I think the first one was in the 80s.
Oh, was it?
I was supposed to say 93, but I could be
using
wrong.
my phone looking
I
this
thought
up.
it was.
Oh, it is 1990. I'm sorry.
1990. Okay, so like, you know, it's just like the just like it's such a great concept of a movie. Obviously, hasn't really been done as well as like those first two were. And yeah, it's great. I kind of agree with Hayden. It might be a little low. That might be spoilers for what's coming
And
up.
Macaulay
Ah,
Culkin doing great. He's living the dream. Married to
um,
another Disney star.
yeah.
hey, I love the music talk right there. The You guys know who made the music for that movie?
No, actually.
Mm,
I got a nerd out here.
okay,
So
go
the
ahead.
composer for the soundtrack for that one is John Williams.
Of course.
Oh,
I
duh.
would have
Okay,
guessed John
Star
yeah.
Wars,
Williams.
Harry
I would have
Potter. Yeah.
guessed
I
John
should have known
Williams.
that. Actually, I'm sorry. I'd like to
No, it's
rescind
just
my fandom.
he's just the goat. That's all.
He was in his heyday there in the '90s, man. That's some good shit. All right,
Oh yeah.
Hayden, you wanna go next?
Um, yeah, I think the Polar Express for me was again, it was like kind of the same story with like Santa Claus, where I feel like I saw the
Mhm.
Polar Express over at my grandma's for the first time. I think it was there, but I could be wrong this time. I'm just remembering both those movies being like first shown at her house for us,
Uh-huh.
but yeah, similar like storyline. I feel like where this one's really a lot more heavy on like the concept of like kids who might not believe as much and like
Mhm.
obviously as a kid the whole thing is it's a train and so they go to the North Pole and they actually meet the guy and like what you see physically is a lot different when you're an adult than what you kind of understand like the meaning to be. And so
Mhm.
then watching it nowadays and having all of it even from like the guy on top of the train with the
Bro, I was about to
little
say
like
this movie is
fire.
low key scary at points. The like puppet
Yeah.
A
room, the
fever
dude on
dream.
top of the
Yeah.
train, like what?
Right.
It's like, why did they have to add this into the movie?
Right. But
um,
I mean I think it's just kind of like that idea though like of you know they it's even a quote in there like about seeing is believing, but
mhm.
like not everything
Mhm.
you have to see to believe it. And I think that's even just a good like life lesson for some things. So um yeah, I think that one was good as a kid and got better as I got older.
Mhm.
Kind of a crazy thing that I've been learning though as I've like taught different classes is that is one that's not transitioning as well to the newer generations. They think it's like creepily made even just in general.
I think
I mean, the animation's weird.
yeah, the animation is really weird. I think some of the kids piss me off when I go back and watch it. To be fair,
We all know the
Yeah.
one kid.
yeah, no what kid we're talking
We know who we're thinking about.
I have a very like vivid memory of watching this for the first time. I had a friend that had a birthday that was on Christmas, right? Like that's the worst birthday to have, I think. Um, and he had like a Polar Express themed like party. Like we got like the invites were like the tickets, like the golden tickets, and like
Oh,
we'd go to the front door and like his mom had like the little thing and she'd like put the put whatever whatever it said on there into the thing and then we watched the movie and had hot cocoa and stuff. It was a good time. But like I think that was the first time that I really watched it and like obviously now it's like a staple in my list too. I mean it probably should have made my top five. I had put some stuff in over it, but it's definitely one that we watch each year. I'm also now
it's
thinking
funny.
about
Like,
our hot cocoa like sales at the at like not at
oh, the
Domino's,
marquee
but yeah, the marquee.
or
And
Dowden or
Robbie,
whatever.
yeah, and Robbie with the speakers when we're trying to sell hot chocolate. People that don't give, I'm not gonna swear. It's a Christmas episode. Don't care about buying hot chocolate. It's freezing outside. They just want to
It's
get to
finals,
class, and
dude.
it's finals week, and we're like, buy some hot chocolate from us. We need money, please.
Hey,
I
you know what? It was profit regardless, so that's the important part.
Yeah.
It's funny that you mentioned like the birthday party and like having that like the tickets and whatnot.
Mhm.
I remember when I was I think I was like a freshman in high school or something. I was either eighth grade or high school. We took a family trip, me, my brother, like our parents, and then like my mom's side of the family, cousins, aunts,
Mhm.
uncles, and my grandma. I think it was somewhere in Wisconsin where we went. I can't remember the exact location, but they did like a Polar Express like train ride. So like we all
Oh,
wore pajamas and like they punched the tickets like that to get on, and then they had like hot chocolate, the whole like dance thing, and they had people actually in the train like dancing and stuff, and then they had Santa come through and he gave us all like the bells. So somewhere I think back in Illinois I actually have the bell from the
cool.
sleigh, and it was a cool experience even if I was like getting older at that point. It was
Uh,
still fun, and like to see my little cousins having such a good time, I think was the best part.
I just looked it up because I mean I'm curious now. They have one in Middleton, Wisconsin. Looks like Middleton and Green
Oh,
Bay. So like I don't know, and I don't know if this is something they're still. It looks like there's something they still do. Um, maybe some people in the comments about or like also experience this and can talk about it. But that sounds awesome. I'd definitely be down for that.
It was pretty neat, yeah.
Oh, they no longer do it.
Oh, really?
Due to corporate refocusing on core freight business activities, Wisconsin and Southern
damn.
Railroad has decided to no longer offer the Polar Express train ride. Damn them.
Dang.
Ah.
Wow.
Wow. These
Very
these
fun while it
railroad
lasted.
companies.
Man.
This is why I fly.
Yeah, who cares about trains anyway? Jeez.
Yeah, trains suck.
Where's this
People who
one
like
at?
trains are even weirder.
Okay, so they do one in Green Bay as well from the National Railroad
Here in
Museum.
Milwaukee, they do it through CP.
Okay.
Canadian Pacific is pretty good for it.
So
But that's more like a train show, like a Christmas train kind of thing. It's not like Polar Express themed.
This is the one in Green Bay. They're still doing it, and you can volunteer to sign up and be an elf and work on the train. So if anybody's in the Green Bay area that wants to ride on the Polar Express,
we've got a few listeners in that area.
Yeah, for sure. That's awesome. Okay, my movie. So The Year Without Santa Claus. I feel like it's an underrated banger. Like nobody ever for animated movie wise, like it's always, Rudolph and Frosty the Snowman. Like this one's awesome. The thing that sticks with me from it is like I'd watched all those other ones like as a kid all the time, and I was just like, man, like same songs, like these movies suck. I know the story, whatever. And then I saw this one on TV, and I was like, whoa, what is this? The songs are bangers. Like you got these like nature elemental people like fighting each other. Like this is awesome. So it's the only animated movie I think I have on this list, which again might kind of be shocking, but it's just so good. Like it's like I said, the songs are underrated. I want to hear them more on the radio. I want people to play them more often. I'll die on that hill for the Heat and Snow Miser songs. Yeah. So if you haven't seen this one, definitely watch it. It's pretty good.
It's been a minute, I want to say.
To be honest, I don't remember the last time I watched it, to be honest, but like I just know that it touched me that first time that I saw it.
My brother is like his Christmas soft spot is for all those like Rankin Bass stop motion animated movies. So like he brings up this one and this is his favorite and he likes Rudolph. And I think my favorite out of those ones is probably the Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Mm-hmm.
But all of them are super good. Yeah.
It's a lost like animation style. I feel like you don't see them like that anymore. They're just so good. They're so good.
Right.
But yeah, that's my number 3 right there. All right, we're into the final 2. I don't know what
the final 2.
I was trying to think of like a fun like phrase to say for that, but I couldn't think of what I wanted to say.
The first loser.
The first loser, the silver medal.
Silver medal.
Oh, anybody with OCD is gonna hate what I just did. So sorry.
All right, Dom, you want to count us down this time?
I am absolutely ready. Okay, so, right, here we go. All right, 3, 2, 1. I'm so excited to talk about this. My number 2.
Oh, I love that.
Okay. Muppets Christmas / Muppet. It's a twofer, but it counts.
It's a twofer. So we've got Muppets Christmas Carol, Elf, and Home Alone 2. Home Alone 2 here.
I have to I want to throw out the disclaimer that like with you saying earlier that like your 1 and 2 are so much higher than your 3s through like 5. Kind of similar to me, except the big difference for me is like it legitimately depends on the day. I would flip my 1 and 2 around. Like I could be one or the other. It just kind of depends on like what I'm feeling. If I'm like sentimental Christmas, I'll go with my 1. But if I'm like goofy, stupid Christmas, like this is definitely the movie I'm picking.
Yeah. I feel the same way similarly, like when we see what my number 1 is. But I'm gonna go first real quick because we've already talked about Home Alone. I personally have Home Alone 2 over Home Alone 1. It's one of those movies that I feel like I talked about earlier, like sometimes you make a sequel and it like messes up. Like it's like you know very clearly you didn't need a sequel to it. Um and I think like what usually gets it for me is one like in the same vein, like once you watch Home Alone 1, it's like, okay, how can you make a Home Alone 2? That's stupid. Like obviously they're gonna find the kid. But they do it in such a good way that it doesn't, just feel like a reskin. Like there's a real purpose and like thought behind it. I like all the callbacks they make to the first movie to kind of help emphasize that point that like, oh, like yes, this could happen again. And I just feel like some of the like one liners in this movie are just so funny. Like I get like nice like belly laughs out of this one. Like one of my favorite scenes is when Kevin is on the roof and the two guys are like underneath, and he has like the camera and they're like, oh, throw the camera down, kid, and he's like, okay, and they're just like, he's just chucking bricks off the roof. It's just it's so good. And then one of the quotes that I use like actually in my daily life, like a lot of the time, is like they're like trying to escape out of the house, the two burglars, and they're on the like kerosene fire rope. And Kevin does the like, oh, it's a nice knife for a neck injury. It's so funny. Like his one liners are just so good. So that's my defense of Home Alone 2 over Home Alone 1. It's just a better movie.
I like the part when Marv goes into the basement and he goes to turn on the sink and he
Yes.
like starts getting electrocuted, and then they put like the skeleton with the wig on screen and he's
Yeah.
moving his mouth.
I saw that makes me think. I saw an Instagram Reels edit recently that had me dying, where it was like they edited in like that whole scene of Marv like in Star Wars Revenge of the Sith when like Yoda goes to confront Palpatine. And so it's like him like making the comments as he's going, and then they use that scene when he's getting electrocuted, like Palpatine's like shooting him with lightning. And it's just really funny. It's stupid but very funny.
No, that's good.
All right, who wants to go next between you two? You guys got both great picks.
Dom, you got it.
Okay, so I'm gonna go on a side tangent. First and foremost, I love the Muppets. I don't know who hates the Muppets, and if you ever get upset watching the Muppets movie, you're just an upset person.
Yeah, you're an actual Scrooge.
Absolutely. But Muppets Christmas Carol is so much fun. It is just it doesn't imbue the spirit of Christmas like my other movies that I have on this list. But man, is it just silly fun for Christmas. And that's what you just kind of need is a brain off moment of just Christmas.
I will say that
It is.
Sorry, go ahead and you keep going.
No, you're good. You're good.
I was gonna say
I was just going on.
Oh, no. Go. I keep cutting you off. It's your movie.
Okay. I have been watching this. I even watch this outside of Christmas because I love Muppets just so much. Maybe it's because like I'm kind of like a stand for Muppets, but realistically, it is just Muppets and Christmas. I don't know what's better, but also the Christmas Carol is just. I don't know. I'm counting it as the same thing because they're not. They're just you kind of got to watch them both, and they're pretty much the exact same thing. But one's Christmas Spirit, one's Christmas Carol, which is they're the same thing. They're literally the same thing.
I think this is my favorite iteration of like any Christmas Carol like movie that's made. And I agree. I love the
Really.
Muppets too. Yeah. I think it's my favorite. Like it's
I think the Jim Carrey one is my favorite.
Okay.
The almost the Polar Express animated style.
I don't even know like really if I've watched that recently. So like maybe that's worth like rewatching and maybe that would change my opinion.
Muppets Christmas, man, you just got to do it.
Brody, who is also on our like real pod or real recap pod, was fighting tooth and nail over the fact that the best Christmas Carol iteration is Mr. Magoo's. I've not seen it. I don't know if you guys have.
No, I've heard of it.
It's an interesting, like it's not a bad take, but it's an interesting take nonetheless. Not against the statement.
He really likes that one. Okay. I'm glad you picked a Christmas Carol movie though, because that was the one I was saying. Yeah, Jim Carrey is like he's the Grinch, and then he's also Scrooge. But I don't know, man. As awesome as Jim Carrey is, the Muppets have Michael Caine as Scrooge, and he's Michael awesome.
Caine. Oh, have you seen like the like? Have you ever seen any of the behind the scenes stuff where he's like talking about how much like effort he put into this movie? Have you guys seen that?
Yes.
Have you seen that? It's just so good. Like he got so into it. Like, oh man, I love this movie. Anything else about Muppets Christmas Carol before Hayden goes?
No, Christmas Carol's a great story.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Maybe that's the spirit of Christmas right there. But like,
It's got a bunch of good quotes in it too.
Yeah,
I have never been able to forget when the I should probably know. I think I want to say his name is like Rizzo the Rat or something.
Yeah, right.
But he's like in there freezing and he's like, our assets are frozen. It's so funny. All right, so I gotta talk about Elf now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even. Will Ferrell is just such a funny dude in general. Like, if you take away Elf, he still has tons of great comedy movies. But like, I don't know. There's just something so stupid funny about like a grown man getting adopted or like accidentally getting adopted by Santa and like going through the whole like elf process, making toys his whole life, not realizing that he's a human, and then he goes like on a trip. And out of all the places they could have picked, like the only other one that I think would be that funny would be like if Buddy went looking for his dad in like Boston, Massachusetts. Because like New York, you're gonna run into all the people who are like, they're all characters. There's some friendlier faces than others, but like with like the cheery jolliness of like Buddy up against like some of the harsh New York attitudes was funny to me. And even that one's kind of like a story of like belonging and kind of builds on the theme of like family, which I feel like is a a common Christmas theme. Like he travels across the globe to find his actual dad, and like his dad's kind of a Scrooge himself, and like trying to cheer him up and show him the meaning of Christmas and family it's a good mix between like good jokes and like quotable moments, but also like heartfelt like family Christmas spirit. So
I think it's funny that like he, to vouch for everything you said, but like it's just so funny to me that like he went from this movie in like the early 2000s to like Anchorman the year after, and like Talladega Nights like slightly after that.
Oh yeah,
like this was like almost like the I don't want to say like a launching point for him, but like like it started kind of here and then kind of went on there, and then obviously you have John Favreau like directing, so it's just like
oh yeah.
It's a good mix. It's a great movie. Definitely also like on there. I feel like the newer gen doesn't like Elf as much. I don't know if you guys have gotten that same vibe, but like I feel like it's kind of being pushed to the wayside. People are like, this movie's stupid. I disagree.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the movie that all the kids who are like middle school age or younger, the one that they always bring up is the Christmas Chronicles, and I've never seen that.
What is that?
Is that the new one with like
I think it's got Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell, yeah. I saw the first one.
This,
I might have seen the second. It's kind of like Santa Claus, like in a way. It's almost like that feeling, but it's pretty new age.
Huh. From the people that brought you Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone and Home Alone. That's the tagline.
It must be Chris Columbus then, because he directed I think both of those. Maybe I could be wrong.
Directed by Clay Cadis. Screenplay Matt Lieberman. Maybe he wrote.
Okay.
Maybe he wrote.
Could be. Probably similar like studios and stuff.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. When did this come out?
But yeah, there are a lot of movies I feel like we talk about and we say we like that they're like either think are weird or like there's new ones. Like even the Jim Carrey Grinch, there are still some kids who have good taste and say that one's good, but a lot of those guys are like the new animated one. They're like, oh, the Tyler the Creator song is in that one. And I'm like, yeah, I have seen it once and I wasn't a huge fan, but I get it.
I low-key heard that's what is it, Red One? Like the one with The Rock and like who was it, Chris Evans?
Yeah.
In that one. I heard that was low-key kind of good. I haven't seen it, but
I'm just biased.
I've heard mixed things.
I'm such an anti-Rock fan.
I've stopped giving opinions on movies because of my whole Die Hard situation, which I can talk about in a minute in case it's still on someone's list. But
All right, let's do our number ones here. I'm excited to talk
Okay.
about mine. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Austin, yes. Look at that.
Dom already went off on Muppets Christmas Carol. I don't need to add too much more to it. It's so good. I love the music in it. I got it in my rotation. I have like a Spotify playlist of just like, family friendly like kid songs, in case a kid walks into my office or something. And absolutely right now it's just Muppet Christmas Carol songs. They're just so good. Like I said, Michael Caine just gives his all to the performance. It just makes it great. I think Muppets, just in general, added to any movie is fantastic. Like I think they should just remake every movie and have Muppets. But you need like one,
They're coming
real
back.
person. I know. I heard that they're making a Miss Piggy movie.
God, I love the
So
Muppets so much.
it's just so funny. Like I said, as long as you got like one human character and then just like Muppets, like it just makes it so good. But yeah, this one, like I feel like I didn't start watching until like like kind of pretty recently, but like it's number one for me now. It's so good. Yeah. So I don't need to defend anymore. That's why I was kind of like cheesing when Dom brought it up. I was like, oh yes, my time is coming. Already.
What was yours, Dom?
Oh,
Claws?
Klaus? Yeah, dude. So it is a Netflix movie first and foremost, but it is like the origin of Christmas.
Okay.
Um, the animation is just so good. It's literally a guy who gets sent to the post office. Like he works at the post office for his dad. Like he's a rich snooty kid, but it's like he learns, how to be like a really great mailman and like literally in the spot near the North Pole. And he's literally just getting started on Christmas. Like he meets an older like big guy who's obviously Santa, who's like like teaching him the ways. Like it's literally a postal service movie, but with Christmas and everything.
I
And
just
it's starting the origins of Christmas, and it's really really good.
I just
Like it's
looked up
just an
a
overall good movie.
I just looked up a trailer of it. I'm watching it here, and the animation style is awesome. I love this.
I gotta see if I've seen it because you put that on the screen and I didn't recognize that.
Yeah,
Oh.
Okay.
No, I see it now.
It's
And
got J.K. Simmons and Rashida Jones in it.
yeah. You got Norm Macdonald, dude. You got Rashida Jones.
Jason Schwartzman, Will Sasso.
Klaus. I'll have to watch that. I have not watched it. I know nothing about it besides what you just said.
I might need to add this. Might
95%
get
Rotten Tomatoes. You just gotta look it up. It's so good.
yeah, this might get added in. I really like the animation style for this. For never have seen like I think like I've seen maybe some clips from it, but
But like this movie just screams Christmas for me. Every time I hear Christmas movies, this is like the one that I think of all the time.
okay.
And once again, I do love the Muppets so very much, but this is just the Christmas movie for me.
Dang, this got nominated for an Oscar.
Yes, sir.
2020. Oh, that's probably why I forgot about it. Best animated film. Nominated for best animated feature film in 2020. That's crazy. Good for it.
Wild.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Very nice. Yeah, this is definitely gonna add to my rotation now. I'm gonna have to watch it.
No, the same.
Good. Text me the moment you guys watch it. Need to know your thoughts.
Just experience it. Maybe it'll make my top 5. All right, Hayden. We've kind of talked about Home Alone a little bit already, but I'm sure you're about to go off. So go off, Kane.
Well, so I think more people are probably shocked that Home Alone 2 isn't in the top 5 for me because they are so good. Like I think for me it was like I'll put one of the Home Alones in
Okay.
because I could watch either one and have it be up in the top spots, but like at the end of the day, the original, for some reason, like when it gets to be like even like late November or December, and I'm like, it's about to be Christmas time, I'm getting in the Christmas mood, like I'm gonna do some Christmas decorating. What movie do I want to put on? And like instantly, I don't even consider the other ones on the list. Not even Elf anymore. Like for years though, Elf has been my one. But lately, I don't know like why I've just been like so hooked with Home Alone, and I think it's just because like I don't know, for me it really encompasses like the Christmas spirit and like maybe because we're all pretty young, so like I can still think back to when I was a little punk brat like Kevin, and like he's like has a one bad night and like wishes his family wasn't there, and then like the next day they're gone because they go on that trip, and so then he's kind of there by himself, and like it shows with the bandits being there, like Harry and Marv, they're funny, but I think by the end of the movie, him kind of realizing like it was a stupid mistake, and like he kind of understands the importance of his family as well, and like realizes like bad times are bad, but you kind of always need your family around, and like just the message I feel like is what brings me back to it. It's just a feel good Christmas movie. It for me it kind of epitomizes the spirit of the season altogether. So
I'd agree. One of the things that we didn't talk about that I really love about the Home Alone movies is how they like portray certain things from like Kevin's perspective as like a scared little kid. Like I think of like when he goes into the basement and the furnace is going off and it's like this big giant monster.
yeah,
And then they like he kind of see as he like grows up and gets like and not grows up I guess, but like goes through those like next couple of days of like, oh, I'm not afraid anymore, right? Like then he's just like, it's just a furnace, right? And even like the what's it, his neighbor, right? That like is like this old scary guy. And then and then by the end it's like, oh, he's like a really nice guy that just has family issues. And then you kind of get to see that whole arc too. Like I just feel like I'd agree with everything you say. Like I feel like Home Alone, like I said, Home Alone 2 for me is like, in my opinion, a better one, but I feel like they're almost like kind of interchangeable. And I did kind of the same thing. Like I put one on there, so I was like, okay, I don't need the other one. But they probably both would be in the top 5 if I was doing every individual one. Yeah. All right, Dom. You already talked about the movie.
I did. I'll talk about it again. I'll tell everyone watch it. They need to watch it. Not a well-known Christmas movie. Like, get it. We got Rudolph. We got all these other ones, but underrated. So underrated.
Are there any movies that we feel like the three of us are surprised didn't make it into any of our top 5s?
I want to bring up Rudolph again as a second. Like, I feel like that is almost a staple that no one I would have expected like you guys to put on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm non-conventional with some of this stuff, but like, I don't know. I guess I would have expected that to be on someone's list here.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of all. I mean, between the three of us, like we only had a couple of like more animated kind of films, like one each, right?
Was it
one
a
each?
generational thing, maybe?
Maybe. Honestly, I feel like out of all those kinds of movies, like those Rankin Bass, like stop motions, I'm still taking Year Without Santa Claus and Santa Claus Is Coming to Town over Rudolph. Like for me, that's the weakest of the three. It's still good, but it just never hit as home or as like close to home for me as the other ones did.
Yeah, like I said, I feel kind of similarly. Like I don't know if it's just because like I watched it like the original Rudolph like just so many times, and I was like, I don't like, I don't need to watch this anymore. Like I get the gist, Rudolph gets bullied and then saves Christmas. Boom, there you go. I'm like,
yeah. Well, and like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, it's a movie, it's a song, the story. I feel like it's kind of it's an every year thing. So like maybe that's what it is for me. Like I can sing the song and I know how it goes, or I can watch the movie and then like I'm Rudolphed out. And same with Frosty the Snowman. Like I know some people like that movie. I was
just about to ask that.
But like like Frosty the Snowman, it's a song. If they made a song about like Kevin the home defender, then I would probably know Home Alone. So like maybe that's just what it is for me. But like I don't know. I hear a lot about Rudolph already with the music, so I feel less inclined to watch the films.
That's fair. I feel like another controversial pick that wasn't on any of ours is like Miracle on 34th Street. I feel like a lot of people
very
like
good.
Movie.
I've seen it twice, maybe.
I like it too, and not that it's bad. Just it's one that I put on, feel good. Don't necessarily need to watch it all the time. Let's kind of see what else. I'm going through.
I kind of feel like I'm a little surprised that nobody says or nobody said Die Hard, because that's the one that lately I've been hearing a lot of people say is in their top 5s.
I feel like
But then
people do
again,
it as a meme, bro. We get it.
well,
I'm
It's a
with Austin on
Christmas.
this.
It's a Christmas movie. I get it. Like, is it a good movie? Cool, yeah. But like, do I need to watch it on Christmas? No, not really. Like, that's a movie I can watch any time of the year.
I will say I was on the absolutely not. It's not a Christmas movie side of things, and then I watched it for the first time, and I actually think, like, having seen it, I would agree that it fits into the Christmas movie. Like, it is a Christmas movie, but I would agree with you where it's like when it's Christmas time, the adjectives to describe Christmas for me are like, jolly or happy or exciting. And for Die Hard, it's like it is exciting, but I'd rather watch something that like embodies the spirit of Christmas a little more. So like Polar Express about believing, or Home Alone about family, or like A Christmas Story, even like any of those movies. I just feel like for me fit a little bit better. I do think Die Hard is good. I don't think I've seen it enough or appreciated it enough to put it in the top 5 though. Maybe not even top 10.
Okay. I pulled up a list of just Christmas movies, 100 best Christmas movies according to this website. One of them that's on here too, that like it's a movie that I do enjoy as well. It kind of falls into that like stupid category for me, or like stupid funny. Is Four Christmases with Vince Vaughn and Reese Witherspoon.
Mm-hmm.
One.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, like same kind of thing. Like I feel like I have other movies on my list that were like that fun comedy, like it's a good movie. I'll throw it on. I don't necessarily need to sit down and watch it every single year, but I'll watch it when it's on TV.
A newest one though, it's horror, but it's still Christmas. Is Krampus?
Oh God, yeah.
I think it is. I think it did ruin it for me.
Yeah. Is that the one right where like he basically got killed, or like they escape from him, and then it, like does the pan out and they're in the snow globe?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
There's a few that I thought of too when you were like we talked about the list. Like, I've never seen Christmas with the Cranks, but I know people have seen that one and like it.
Okay.
I've never seen. Oh well, no, I have seen. There's Violent Night, which is like where Santa like goes to defend like a home, and he like is like he kills people like with candy cane weapons, and like played by David Harbour. David Harbour does a good job, and I feel like everything that I've seen him in. But
that's Mr. Signet.
It's not like
Harbour.
Yeah,
hello, brother,
he is
David
a
Harbour.
member, or he's a brother.
But let's not forget though the 1998 Jack Frost movie.
I was thinking that.
God,
that's like the next. Oh, geez, that is such a crazy movie, and I hated it. It like even like going into like the video rental store as a kid, it was just terrifying to look at. Like just seeing the cover, it was just so ugly, dude.
I remember seeing like I don't know if I've actually ever watched this movie.
I did because I was thinking about it one year, and I was like, you know what? Sure.
Isn't
and I said,
isn't the whole point like somebody? Is it like a killer that gets like into the body of the snowman?
Yeah. So like a father, like as I'm reading the synopsis here, like a father who can't keep his promises gets killed in a car accident, and he really turns to a snowman, and he tries to put things right, but it's just, God, it's awful.
Yeah. No, he's not a serial killer in the Snowman. There is a movie like that though, where like I think a snowman is like a killer, but I don't think it's this one. This is a very emotional family movie.
Michael Keaton is the snowman.
Still terrifying.
Yeah.
I think it's a horror movie. I call it a horror movie.
Maybe I'm not remembering it right, but I could be wrong.
It's terrifying. But also, it is considered a slasher film.
I'm trying to look up this serial killer. I'm trying to find it. I think I found it. The Snowman.
Oh,
maybe that's what I'm thinking of. But either way, like there is still like the 1998 version.
This is low key really funny. So that movie came out in 1998, right? This one, it's called Jack Frost. Same concept. 1997. Maybe this is why I was confusing it. And
it's 100% what I'm seeing here.
A notorious serial killer, Jack Frost, is being driven to his execution. The truck carrying the murder encounters a bizarre accident that transforms him into a mutant snowman.
Yes, this is the one that you were thinking of. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, this is the one that I'm thinking of because I have seen this one. Oh my God, yeah, this is the one that I've seen in the video rental store, and I did watch later on. The 1998 film I've seen much later at a different time, but no, okay, let's not confuse them.
Yeah, I mean, Sean, Sean, if you actually go through and like edit this and like put up the pictures of the movie posters, like I want you to put up this side by side of this Jack Frost movie and this, like, both, the fact that they're both have the same name too is what makes it great. Came
And they're
out
both
within a
about
year
like
of
the
each other,
snowman
and they're
stuff.
both about the snowman. Like they look so identical that I think people can understand where I'm coming from.
Except
I thought it
one
was
had a budget of $500,000, the other one had a budget of $40 million.
It's crazy that this is like our conversation right now, because I feel like the other day I was talking about the serial killer Jack Frost movie, and they were like, "No, dude, that's the Michael Keaton one where he's like the dad," and I thought I was being like totally gaslit. Now it turns out there's two movies, so
Which, okay, I'm glad I got that covered, because like I feel like I've been confusing myself. Like, I thought it was a family movie, but it was definitely a slasher.
I think you're right. Like I think we're just confusing these two. I just found out that there's a sequel to this movie. It's Jack Frost 2: The Revenge of the Mutant Killer Snowman. That came out in 2000.
The guy from never mind. So the guy from this is Scott McDonald is Jack Frost. He's been in like some interesting stuff.
I know. I'm like looking at his like list of.
Are we getting distracted here? This is great editing content for Sean.
5, A Call to Arms. What is that? Oh my gosh! 3 Ninjas Knuckle Up. What is this movie?
Wait, 3 Ninjas?
Yeah.
3 Ninjas was so good when we were younger. My brother loves that movie.
Oh, okay. This is the third. A sequel to. Yeah, so this is the third movie in the franchise who's in this movie.
Yeah, they're like, I feel like they're lesser known, but my dad liked them when he was younger, and then they showed my brother and my brother got like instantly hooked.
I've never seen this. We're going down such a rabbit hole here.
They're funny.
Holy cow! All right,
maybe I'll spend 1 year doing like B Christmas movies.
That might be a good idea. Maybe that's what we do next year. Is we do this again, but like obscure Christmas movies that we all watch.
Like they have to get like a below a 40 on Metascore.
Like, what's that Grinch one? Like the horror movie, the mean one or whatever, where it's like
the one that I've seen all the ads on
horror movie. It's so funny that you just brought that up, because I have Jack Frost up here on the thing, and it's other horror Christmas movies, and that's the second one on there, the mean one.
Oh my gosh!
And then they have this one, The Ginger Dead Man, 2005.
Ginger Dead Man.
Oh my
yeah, like
God.
Silent Night.
This
the
one
mean
looks
one.
terrifying.
Silent Night, I feel like, is one of those where I feel like that'd be similar to like the Leprechaun, where like it was famous when it came out, or like a cult classic series, but I've heard enough about it to recognize it, but I don't think it's got enough repertoire to be like in the good Christmas movie series.
Gosh. There's a Christmas Horror Story with William Shatner. Looks like a whole like shonen thing of him fighting Krampus.
Guys, okay, I need you to go look up this movie. I'm reading the synopsis. The Ginger Dead Man. The puppet or whatever, the makeup they use on this is terrifying.
Oh wow.
My God.
Gary Busey is the Ginger Dead.
It 100% is Gary Busey. I could see that in a heartbeat.
Oh my gosh.
What is this
awful
movie? What? Oh God. So just for the I'm reading this is just the Wikipedia synopsis if people decide to actually go watch this. The Ginger Dead Man is created from a mix of gingerbread spice mix in the ashes of deceased serial killer Millard Fiddlemeyer, who terrorizes a small town bakery. So it says that the synopsis is that this dude like kills his family and leaves like 2 people alive, and then the mom takes the dead ashes of her kids and mixes it in this gingerbread mix and makes this monstrosity. Wow. Wow.
Insane. I think it's where we have to call it here.
I think that's where we have to call it too. Gentlemen, this is a fun holiday episode. Before we go, like, Dom and I, as we do every year, like we appreciate everybody that's been sticking with us through this like year of craziness of both of us moving and start new jobs and just kind of going all over the place. But you know, we've got some good plans for some stuff in the future. You know, a couple episodes and getting some higher profile people on that have shown some interest. So kind of keep looking out for those. Like obviously this back end of the year, we're like really cranking them out. We've got like 3 episodes that should be coming out here like back to back to back to back. So yeah, just thank you for sticking with us. Keep sticking with us. We'll keep delivering these videos as much as we can. Dom, you have anything to say to our viewers before we head out?
Yeah, I think going along the lines, I think I want to thank everyone for this, year. It's been great. Austin and I are really trying to get things going, get things in a high gear, but life is now settling for us in our crazy 20s, and we're really pushing for, a great next year. And we really want to thank you guys for supporting us in every way. Hayden, firstly, thanks for coming on. It is great to have you on as a fellow Potter. Oh God, I hate that word so much.
Fellow Potter.
But yeah, it's been pretty great. So you guys, thank you everyone for listening. As always, feel free to hit that like button. Hit subscribe, turn on that little bell for them notifications.
Hayden students, if you're here, make sure you keep commenting. We love that.
It brings us all the engagement that we're looking for. It puts the podcast further out on YouTube.
Exactly.
Tell us every moment Mr. B has messed up during class.
Oh, don't do that.
Stories about him in class.
Yes.
I gotta get access to the channel now so I can delete comments.
Hayden, again, thank you for coming on. Dom just kind of highlighted too. You've been on a couple of times now, so like you're kind of you're gonna be a regular, I'm sure, kind of going forward as we do these fun ones. But and I'll give our credit to Sean as well, Mr. Editor, behind the scenes cranking these videos out for us. He keeps getting upset because we don't have more videos for him, and he better hope that he's okay with the wish that he's thrown out there once we start cranking these out. So but Hayden, before we go, you want to plug your stuff, your new podcast? Where can they find it?
Sure, yeah. So we're still pretty new. I think we're kind of excited to be hit. Like we get like 15 views on average, I think, when the episodes come out. So very small still, but
that's kind of what we're at still too. We're trying to grow that audience, so maybe we can kind of bounce back and forth off each other.
Absolutely. So I do have a podcast with my brother Garrett and my fellow Siget brother Brody, and we've already had a couple of guest stars. One of them was another Siget brother, Owen, and a Siget pin girl, Carissa, who is the girlfriend of my best friend. So
he's also
he is my best friend is a Sigep as well. So lots of Sigeps coming in on the pod, but
Jason's been on before, so I mean, everyone's got name recognition.
Oh yeah, well, cool. That's perfect then. So, yeah, I mean, we talk about movies. Kind of the goal was, people have to go online and like figure out what people say about movies when they come out. Like critics say a lot of like film jargon that might not really make sense. We kind of made the layman's film podcast for like everyday people who actually have to spend money and buy tickets instead of get free premiere access on Wednesday nights. So we just wanted to, like, guys being dudes, talk about movies kind of unfiltered. So yeah, I mean, we're talking about Avatar Fire and Ash when it comes out. We're gonna talk about Sunday. I've heard good things. I have to actually catch up on all the Avatars, but we're going to talk about the new Knives Out spinoff movie that just came out, the Rian Johnson one.
I'm excited about that one.
We're going to talk about Stranger Things 5 at the beginning of January as a whole like season. And then like I said, we're planning out the first 3 months of like next year, so there's not a ton of like new stuff in there that we want to go see. I think like Scream 7 is like the only one, so we're going to have a lot of older movies that we kind of go back and rewatch. So I mean, if that's your forte, check us out. We're mainly on Spotify, not really published anywhere else besides like Zencaster. I've actually published stuff on Zencaster, so
Yeah,
but it's the
I think
Real Recap Podcast.
I think Sean has started doing that too on our end. Like, it's just a lot easier to do stuff on here.
Yeah.
Real quick before we go out, now that you mentioned Wake Up Dead Man, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but they made a version, like, or not even a version, but like another spin-off of it where it's Benoit Blanc as a like Elmo Sesame Street puppet, and they do a mystery with that. I think Rian Johnson like put it out on like his Twitter and stuff, and the Netflix like Twitter account. So if you haven't seen that, go check that out because again, same concept, like puppets and Muppets and just like whimsical stuff makes these movies so much better. so
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. So definitely go check out their podcast, support our fellow brothers there as well. And like I said, we can share an audience here back and forth.
Yeah. Unless you're a student, don't go look at the podcast. You need to be old enough. I'm watching you.
Oh boy. So on that note, we're out of here. Happy holidays to everybody. Happy holidays to you gentlemen as well. Safe travels wherever you're going, and we'll see everybody in the new year with the bigger, better things that we're planning. Alrighty, you guys have a good night. See you, boys.
Have a good one. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.